How's it going, everybody? So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to get wider hips in 1 month. So before I get started, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do appreciate the support. It helps my channel grow. Please follow me on Instagram, Dylanberg999. So wider hips, not too difficult to do. You want to really stress performing exercises that work your posterior chain as well as working your hip area. So a lot of those areas or a lot of those exercises are going to be hip hinge movements. If you don't know what a hip hinge movement is, it's basically a movement that starts with your hips. Common ones are going to be the deadlift and variations of the deadlift, as well as squats. So deadlift, stiff-legged deadlift, Romanian deadlift especially. I love doing the Romanian deadlift. Squats, preferably low bar squats, but high bar squats are also a solid option as well. So basically just doing lower body movements, and that's what's going to help to widen your hips. One thing that people don't do is people don't eat in a caloric surplus when they're trying to get the wider hips. What you need to do is you actually need to gain weight. So if you're a guy watching this, you're 170 pounds, you should aim to get to 190. If you're a girl watching this, you're 110 pounds, you should aim to get to about 120, 125. And you need to gain strength and you need to eat in a caloric surplus, because eating in a caloric surplus is what allows you to build muscle and to make those hips wider, because we are trying to add muscle to the hip area. We're not necessarily trying to add fat, because if you add fat to the hip area just by eating whatever you want and getting fat and not exercising, what's going to happen is, you'll add fat to the hip area. It'll make your hips wider, but it's also going to make your legs wider and your butt wider and everything else wider. And that's not what we want. We're really looking specifically to get our hips wider. Generally for deadlift, squats, you want to do a low repetition, like 3 to 5 reps, because those exercises can be very dangerous if you're performing them with high repetitions. But to build muscle, it's generally better to train in a hypertrophy rep range, which consists of anywhere from 8 to 15 reps. So you can do the deadlift, you can do the squat and the variations of each, but you want to make sure that you're doing a lower weight, higher repetitions. So if you can normally squat 135 for 5 reps, do like 95 pounds for 10 reps or 15 reps. That is how you'll get wider hips. So end of video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please follow me on Instagram, Dylanberg999.